The biggest fear of retirement is running out of money, and none of us want to do that. So today we are going to alleviate that fear. I am going to help show you exactly how much you need for retirement. Hey there, Brittany Flammer here with videos all about budgeting and money saving tips. If these are things that interest you, make sure you're subscribed, hit the bell so you don't miss any of my videos. Now, I know every situation is different, but today we're going to show you how much you need for retirement. Stay tuned, and next video we'll be showing you how to invest money for retirement, or where to invest the money. I know there are so many factors involved in retirement, which is why today I'm going to give you 3 different ways to figure out how much you need for retirement. The first 2 are more general, but the third one is very specific to help you figure out to the dollar how much you need. The first rule or way to figure out how much you need is a rule of percentage. 15% of your savings. Many experts recommend saving 15% of your pre-tax income for retirement. This is not your take-home pay, this is your pre-tax, what you get paid before taxes are taken out. Dave Ramsey, a well-known talk show radio host, recommends 15% in addition to your employer match. So say you've got a job and your employer matches you for up to 5%. So you invest 15% or you save 15%, they will match 5%. That means you're putting away 20% towards retirement. That extra 5% is just like icing on the cake according to him. According to Fidelity, you should be putting away 15% including your employer match. So if they're going to give you a match of 5%, you put away 10%, they put away 5%, and you get your 15%. Now, Fidelity is assuming that you start saving for retirement at age 25. So right out of college, your first job, or within the first couple of years of your first job, you should be saving 15%. But what happens if you wait till you're older? Well, if you wait until you're 30, you should be saving 18%. If you wait until you're 35, you should be saving 23%, according to Fidelity. 15% is a great rule of thumb, but what if you didn't start saving when you were 25? How do you know if you have enough? That leads us to the second way to figure out how much you need for retirement. Fidelity has a benchmark. They have a chart showing you how much you should have saved. In order to use this chart, you need to know 2 numbers. You need to know how old you are. I hope you can figure that one out. And you also need to know what your income is, your annual income. So how much you make in a year. With these 2 numbers, you can figure out if you're saving enough. Their benchmark goes as following. If you are 30 years old, you should have 1 times your income. If you are 35 years old, you should have 2 times. If you are 40 years old, you should have 3 times, and so on all the way until you are 67, you should have 10 times your income.
As an example, let's assume I make $50,000 a year. If I am 30 years old, I should have $50,000 set aside for retirement. If I'm 45 years old, I should have $200,000 set aside for retirement.
If you follow this benchmark, you should have enough to live for 30 years in retirement. So if you retire at 67, you should have enough money to live until you're 97. This benchmark also assumes that you are going to earn Social Security. This amount, the 10 times your income, is not enough to cover all of your retirement expenses. It's only enough to cover 45%. But Social Security should be covering the rest. If you have a pension, or if you have additional income, maybe you have rental properties that will continue to earn money after you retire, or you own a business that will keep earning money, then the amount you would have to save would be less. There are so many factors involved in your retirement. How old do you want to be when you retire? Maybe you don't want to work all the way till 67. Maybe you want to retire early, or maybe you're okay working until you're 75. And what kind of lifestyle do you want once you retire? If you're going to swing in a hammock in your backyard, you're going to need less money than if you're traveling the world. So there are many factors, which is why these general rules are great guidelines. But if you want to know specifically how much you need for retirement for you personally and your lifestyle, then what you want is the third way to figure out. You want to use a retirement calculator. These are financial calculators that take into account a lot of factors. They are going to account for inflation. The cost of things is just going to go up over time. For raises, most people get raises at their job, so they typically assume you're getting a raise between 2 and 2.5% per year. They're also going to calculate a return on your investment. Because this money you're setting aside for retirement, you're probably not putting in a savings account. You're probably investing it. If you Google retirement calculator, you will see so many search results. There are a gazillion of them out there. They're all similar. They all take into account some of these factors. My favorite calculator to use is from NerdWallet. It is very simple. It's visual. They give you a bar chart showing you where you're at, where you need to be. Let me show you on my computer how it works.
We have NerdWallet's retirement calculator opened, and I'm just going to type in my basic information. So my age, I am 35 years old. My pre-tax income is $50,000. So my annual income. And currently I've already saved $75,000 for savings. And it already automatically populates this, and it's saying every month I save 10% of my monthly income. But let's say I save, so you can adjust the dollar amount. So let's say I save $500 every month for my income. So it is going to populate for me. And I love these bar graphs. So it's telling me that I will need 1.44 million. Now this is just based on standard, what a typical person would need. And it's showing me how much, if I continue saving at this rate, how much I will have at retirement in 1.17. So if you can see, I'm a little bit short. I'm 81% of the way there. So I need to save a little bit more. So I can adjust this to see how much I need to save every month to reach my goal. So to reach my goal, I should be saving $700 a month. So this is how I figure out exactly how much I need to be saving every month if everything stays the same. But if we scroll down here, click on the optional, there are options to adjust things. So my monthly retirement spending, they're assuming it's going to be 70% of my pre-retirement income. Calculators say 70, 80%, somewhere in there. So if you think you will want more than this to live off of a month, then you can adjust it. Or if I have other income, say I have a rental property and I can safely say that I'll earn $200 a month on that. Or maybe, so you can see here that the chart will automatically adjust for me. So I only need 1.3 million because I have income coming in after I retire. But what if I don't want to wait till I'm 75? What if I want to retire at 60? So this will adjust and show me how much I will need and how much more I need to save. So, and this is assuming a 6% rate of return. That's pretty conservative. Most will do 7 or 8. So let's say, so we can adjust all of these numbers. And down here it shows you what they're configuring. So I love this because it's simple. You can tweak it a little bit. It's personalized, and you can figure out how much you need per month based on if you just adjust this a little bit. So now I need to, with my new changes, I need to be saving 1,000 every month. So I love that you can figure out how much you need every month.
Like I said, there are a gazillion calculators out there. The 15% rule is a great rule of thumb if you are just starting out, you're young, and you're starting out from the beginning investing. The benchmark will show you how you're doing or see if you're struggling or maybe you're ahead of the game. And the financial calculators will help show you exactly how much you need and help you figure out how much you need to save each month to reach your goal. Now that you know how much you need to save for retirement, let me show you where you should invest that money for your retirement. Make sure you're subscribed. Check out my next video all about where to invest your retirement.